Hey guys, welcome into an April 19th edition of the Lowdown presented by our friends at Lehman's Old Time General Store. Hope you got your taxes done. Last night was the tax deadline. See, when you're married to a CPA, you know those kinds of things. All right, let's talk about what's going on. Snow. What is with the snow? Okay, it's making the high school baseball season almost impossible to play. The college baseball season, too. You look behind me, that's the front page of today's PressProsMagazine.com. And you see an Ohio State baseball picture up there. Buckeyes are supposed to play tonight against Marshall. I think they'll get it in, but man, it's going to be chilly. And the way the Buckeyes have been playing lately, well, it's been pretty chilly for the Buckeyes because they got swept at Maryland over the weekend. A couple heartbreaking losses in the games Friday, Saturday, and then, can I say it? They just kind of gave up on Sunday and lost 16-1. A lot of youth on that team, a lot of injuries on that team, and they're digging out, trying to tunnel back into some sort of contention to make the Big Ten tournament. It's going to be an uphill battle for Greg Beals and the Buckeyes. Maybe they can get a little midweek momentum going tonight against Marshall. High school baseball season, also all kinds of havoc out there. It's hard to get games in because of the weather. We're doing our best to cover them and keep you abreast of all the details in the MAC and the NBL and all the leagues that we cover, including the OCC. We are, of course, a service of Lehman's Old Time General Store and Hardware Store in Kidron, Ohio. They're always open 24/7 at lehmans.com. Lots of really cool products, all of which you can get at 10% off when you use the promo code Lehman's, not Lehman's 10, PressPros 10, PressPros 10 at lehmans.com. You can also enter to win a $50 Lehman's gift card by sending your email entry to pressproscontest@gmail.com, pressproscontest@gmail.com. What's going on at Ohio State besides baseball? Well, they're coming out of spring football, and hey, guess what? They're optimistic. Does anybody ever come out of spring football and they're not optimistic? But the offense returns a ton of talent. Travion Henderson, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Marvin Harrison, C.J. Stroud. And the defense, well, the defense hasn't been up to snuff lately, but if paying your coordinator a lot of money means your defense is going to be good, then Ohio State's defense will be great in 2022 because Jim Knowles, $1.9 million for a guy who comes to OSU from OSU, Oklahoma State to Ohio State. So he goes from fake OSU to real OSU. Good luck to Jim Knowles. He's got some weird positions and lots of different schemes and all that. And he's encouraged coming out of spring, but even if he wasn't, I don't think he would say so. All right, speaking of OSU and speaking of defense, how about the contract for Denzel Ward of the Cleveland Browns? Did you see this? He's played 4 seasons with the Browns. The Browns are having their voluntary offseason workouts. Today, they reported to Cleveland in snow, new quarterback Deshaun Watson, and the newly minted highest paid cornerback in the NFL, Denzel Ward, the former Buckeye, who the Browns took 4th overall in, 2019? Denzel Ward got $21 million a year to play for the Cleveland Browns. So Denzel Ward's a really good kid. He's not a kid anymore. He's a grown man. He'll always be a kid to me because I remember covering him at Ohio State. But I will say this about paying Denzel Ward that kind of money. First of all, you got to pay him, got to keep him. He's a really good player. But wow, does it make me nervous sinking that kind of money into a guy who, though he has tremendous ability, he has a glaring lack of the greatest ability. I almost scooped myself on my little wordplay. He has a glaring lack of the greatest ability, which is availability. Yes, availability. Denzel Ward has played 13, 12, 12, and 15 games in his NFL career. That's not a full season, my friend, ever. So the best indicator of what's going to happen is what has happened. You're going to have to sit out a couple games during the season without Denzel Ward. And when you're paying a guy the highest amount of money that any corner in the league gets, well, you'd like to have him out there every week. But I get it. He's a little bit on the small side, plays very physical. Injuries happen. But do I think Denzel Ward will be a Cleveland Brown 5 years from now? Hope so, because he's a really good player. But his injury history would tell me no. History also tells me that you're not going to find a better place to find the hardest to buy for gifts for the hardest to buy for person on your list than Lehman's Hardware, an old-time general store in Kidron. Check it out in person, 4 miles south of Route 30 off Kidron Road, or online right now. They're open 24/7, 365 at lehmans.com, lehmans.com. We do the lowdown a couple times a week here, thanks to our friends at Layman's. Get those contest entries in. Layman's is the place where you save 10% off. See, I almost gave the wrong promo code again. It's PressPros10 for 10% off at laymans.com, and get your contest entries into PressProsContest@gmail.com. All right, with that, stay away snow, stay away cold. Let's play some baseball. Let's have a spring sports season that we don't have to bundle up to get in, and we'll talk to you again soon.